DIY Nation, welcome back to YOUFLOOR, the channel bringing you tips and tricks to help you with your next flooring project. Today we are going to be doing some Allure flooring. I've been told that this is the easiest floor in the world to install. I have installed this before. This stuff has sticky on the top and sticky on the bottom, and it sticks together to get installed. It's not a click together type of flooring. So if you're good at putting stickers on paper, and if you're good at drawing straight lines, this is going to be the floor for you. Seems pretty easy. Now I have my son here, he's going to be helping me with this. I'm going to get him started on this, and then I'm going to leave him alone to see how he does all by himself. My son is 14, so if he bangs this thing out, I believe anybody can install this because he's only installed click-lock flooring with me. If you're going to be installing Allure, that's what we're going to be doing today, so stick around because you're not going to want to miss it. Alright, let's go get started. Alright, so the way I've been opening these is just to cut the side, cut the other side, and then just cut one side. And it'll act like a little hinge, like a lid. The first plank inside is upside down, and the rest of them are up. So you want to make sure that you're opening the box face up. Just like that. See, the first one is upside down, and the rest of them are face up. Don't ask me why I do that. Okay, so one thing I want to mention is Allure is pretty similar to the LifeProof and the Pergo Outlast in that they have a certain number of prints on there. The way that they stick these in the boxes is pretty random, so you're able to pull out and just kind of go. But every once in a while you will get a duplicate one that's right next to another one. You just have to switch it out. Alright, here we go. Alright, so taking a look at this first plank right here, if I measure it from face to face, it's 6 inches. But it is actually 6 7/8 from this edge to the front of the sticky part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make me a line at 7 inches all the way across, so I have something to put my front edge across, and also I can pull numbers off because we have a pipe back there we're going to have to get cut into, and I'm going to stick around long enough to get Hayden started around that pipe, and then I'm going to turn him loose. So I'm going to show you how to cut around the pipe real quick. Alright, so I made a mark right there, so I'm just going to butt the wall over here and go to that mark, and we are at just 31 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and come back to 30 7/8 because that's actually pretty tight. Now one thing I can say about this floor as opposed to a click-lock floor is you can't go backwards. When you're doing the dropping locks, you can always come in and click backwards, but these have a little sticky edge on it right here, so it literally is like putting the cart before the horse if you try to click in backwards. There's no way. This has to lay on top, and on this side it has to lay on top. You might get lucky with one row and be able to slip it up underneath it, but it's not going to be a good time for the rest of the install, I can promise that. That 36 inches is from face to face, so I want to keep that in mind when I'm measuring this. I need to pull from the face, not the sticky part. I need to pull from the face because that's where our 36 is.
In case I have confused you, let me explain. When I have an obstacle like this pole, it's much easier for me to split the pole in half and cut the hole out of 2 separate pieces.
It's quite easier to cut than laminate. Alright, then we have a little notch back there, right?
If the pole was just a few more inches off the wall, I may have been able to cut the hole out of 2 pieces on the long side. In that case, my starter piece could have been any size. These planks are 36 inches from face to face edge, so 2 of them together would equal 72 inches, right? So I just measured from the middle of the pole back 72 inches.
Alright, that looks good.
This made my starter piece 30 7/8 of an inch. Make sense? Putting these planks together is really not that difficult. Just make sure the sides are lined up flush and push together as you push down. It's pretty simple. Now initially, I popped a red line, but with the combination of low chalk and a thin film from the old carpet glue, it was kind of hard to see all the way across. So I used my straight edge and a pencil to make it a little bit darker. It makes it easier to pull measurements from a line that I can actually see. With the hole marked out, it was time to start cutting. In case I haven't mentioned, the razor knife is the best method for me when it comes to cutting this stuff.
If you don't have a pair of these, I will get them. They come.
A pair of nippers, pliers, or channel locks will be a big help for breaking off small pieces.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shove those two into place and see how this one fits with the pipe. Now, if I stuck that in right there, I think it's money. I'm gonna help it. Got a little bit of sticky right here. I just gotta cut out so I can shove it up towards the line. It's a good thing you can cut this with a razor knife because you can make quick little adjustments if need to be. I like it. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just going to lay up here and see if I have to take any more off or if we're good to go. It's a little snug in the back, so I'll take some off of that and then we should be good. Alright guys, so now we're going to get started with our second row. I'm going to show you how to get that thing laid down and stuck to it so you can get on with the rest of your floor. Just like with our drop and lock floorings, we want to do a big plank, a small plank, a big plank, a small plank. And right there, we're about right here, almost a full 36. So I'm going to make a starter piece about this big right here. First piece, all I got to do is just shove it straight in and get it close to the wall. And that's it. Alright, now when you go to put your second piece in, your second piece here and there is where you're going to have to stick it in. I like to take it and butt it up against this side first and then roll it in. But one thing you're going to have to make sure is that this crack is tight at the bottom and at the top. So if you have to rock it back and forth until you get it, I would suggest doing that because once you get it stuck, it is stuck. So I'm going to put my back corner in, and now I'm touching right here all the way across the back. Another thing is I like to take that back lip and kind of lip it up on there and then press it down onto the other one, kind of like when you're installing tile. So here I am rolling. Now you can see that it's separated. I want to push it together, just like that. Beautiful. Right. We're tight back there, we're tight here, we're tight there, and we're tight there. Now eventually we'll go over this with a 100-pound roller. But while we're putting these individual planks in, it's good to have one of these on hand. This is a small roller and it'll help you get through the job and get them laid down flat. I would just suggest doing this after installing each and every plank. Tight there. I'm going to roll it down. I want you guys to see this crack. There's a crack right there. And I'm going to, now that I'm stuck here, I'm going to pull everything that way. See how it tightened up? Like that. Now it's tight. Now I can roll my plank down. just like that. Alright guys, we made it to the end of the run here, and I got a little piece that I got to notch out. I'm going to use this little cheater tool right here. Always been against these things, but lately on this vinyl job, this has really come in handy. This piece is going to be 2 3/4. Let me go ahead and cut that first. Alright, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a little line right there on this knife, and that is when the blade gets dull, you can just snap that off. So mine has gotten a little bit dull, so I'm going to snap that off and show you. So see, now it's like a brand new tip. And I know what you're thinking, well now it's short in there, but the thing is they've put extra notches in these blades. See, there's 4 instead of 2, so you can just pull it out and it's back at the normal length that it was at. It's pretty snazzy. Comes in handy in a pinch. Anyway, back to cutting this. Okay, so the way I'm going to get this accurately is I'm going to line this edge up with the edge of this right here. And now I want to measure from the face to the metal. It's 2 5/16 tight. I'm going to go 2 1/4 just to leave a little bit of room. Just line that back up with that. I don't want to stick it down, I just want to hold it over and make sure it's going to fit before I do the final. I don't need this little piece here. And it looks like I'm about a 16th off, so I need to come this way. Just going to buzz a little bit off that with my knife. I love it. Alright guys, we're on the last board of the second row. After that I'm going to leave Hayden alone by himself, but I'm going to show you how I cut this last board, and then I'm going to get out of here. Alright, so we are putting a transition right here. So there is floor on the other side. I'm just going to butt that floor. And to the face I have 19.5, so I do want to leave a gap about 3/4, so I want to come back to about, we'll call it 18 5/8. Make this board 18 5/8. And then our little handy dandy cheater thingy. This one I'm going to line up with the face of that right there. The face. Alright, again I'm going to measure to the middle there, and I have 17 and 9/16, so we're going to call 17.5. And again I lined up that edge with this edge right here, so it's a perfect notch.
Well, if you stuck around this long, first of all, thank you. You're one of the lucky ones, because this next tip can really save you from having a bad day. In some cases, it's okay if the two sticky parts touch each other, like you're putting one end on one end, as long as no pressure is applied.
You don't want to check it before I just stick it down.
But If you stick it down on the end and you push it down all the way on the long side, well, it's pretty much stuck. If you did this and you noticed a damage or it's crooked, first of all, take a deep breath. Head on down to your local hardware store and purchase a heat gun. Better yet, if this is your first flooring project, I would go ahead and get one while I'm out getting my flooring. Mistakes will be made. Hold the heat gun about 6 inches away and heat up the glue, then slowly start pulling the planks apart.
Alright guys, that's installing Allure 101. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here right now and leave Hayden alone. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hey, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I put more videos out like this. And for the YouTube algorithm, go ahead and smash the like button. I think that's going to do it for me on this one. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Peace.